Well, hello. As you may recall, in the earlier video, Proper Possum Perseveration, we were looking for a vehicle with which Bitey could launch his career in performance art. Now, you may remember Bitey, and this is not Bitey. Bitey had another engagement, so we have Posh filling in. But I want you to think about Bitey as we proceed. Now, the idea was to come up with titles that had animals, and then we were going to substitute possum for that animal. The original video gave a variety of examples, and then you were asked to come up with ideas that we hadn't thought of. And boy, did you ever! The viewers of Me, Pearl, are not only kind and compassionate and generous, you are also smart and clever and oh so funny, and I just love most of you. Now, some of you had some brilliant submissions that had to be disqualified because the substitution was not for an animal. For example, play possum for me. So good, so wrong. Or a street possum named Desire. Can't you just picture that little floozy? But again, no. And then some of you had submissions that I'm sure were just spot on, but are not going to appear in the final selections simply because they were beyond the scope of our current knowledge. Some of them came from a vast array of children's literature or classics from other cultures or eras. Now, if your submission falls within that category, well, you just weren't included, and I am so sorry, because rejection can be painful. I know, bitter. It can just go so deep. It can scar your psyche, mar your future, but please, know, help is available. Not here, but surely somewhere. All right, meanwhile, buck up. Buck. Bucking. Bucking bronco. The story of Possum Billy. Now, see what I did there? Okay, so as we go over the titles that have been chosen, I'd like you to pretend you're looking at Bitey, you're actually looking at Posh, and we want to see which titles stir a fertile imagination of a possum. Okay, we have The Girl with the Possum Tattoo, The Silence of the Possums, Old Possum's Book of Practical Possums. That was the basis for Cats, by the way. All right. Puff, the Magic Possum. All Possums Go to Heaven. A Possum with No Name. Island of the Blue Possums. Lord of the Possums. Where the Possums Sing. The Maltese Possum. The Possum of the Baskervilles. They shoot possums, don't they? Reservoir Possums. Beauty and the Possum. The Possum of Wall Street. Mighty Possums. Possum Dundee. Crouching Possum, Hidden Possum. A Were-Possum in London. High Stakes Possum Racing. One Trick Possum. Day of the Possums. I Know Why the Caged Possum Sings. So join us next time to see which title Bitey chose to run with, or trundle with, as the case may be. Until then, bye. Bye-bye.